What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, the official Cliffy J, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm gonna be giving you guys a video about Big Brother, which is obviously different, but I want to expand even more and start talking about Big Brother along with my Survivor and the Challenge video. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today, I'm gonna be giving you guys a Big Brother 27 wish list. And I'm gonna be saying everything that I want on the season, not everything, a lot of things. I'm gonna be talking about a lot of things that I want on this next season. I'm going to also be talking about a couple things that I don't want. And I also do want to do this style of video for the next seasons of Survivor and the challenge and see if we can make this an annual thing. I don't know. I probably will. Definitely for Big Brother, because I think that Big Brother is one that certainly needs a wish list. It's a couple things that I'll be very, very frustrated if we have. And I got to say it early. So then, if we do have it, my rants will make a lot of sense. So let's go ahead and talk about the things that I want to see on Big Brother 27. And one has already been talked about. I already know. And I saw that the producers slightly hinted at it, but I got to put it on here, is the AI arena or any type of pre-jury arena format where we have stuff set up in that way from BB26. That was amazing. I think we all know that really kept the pre-jury extremely interesting. And now backdoors don't really exist, which that's actually fine because backdoors have been kind of stale. Backdoors, we've seen those for years. This is another thing, another facet to the game that I really do think they need to keep. And I enjoyed it. And I think it'll keep the show very interesting, even in the pre-jury phase when we have a steamroll. Another thing that I really do want to see on this season, I know this is probably a hot take, but I kind of want some form of like a dire fest. And when I say that, relax, 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 relax. I want for them to split the group. I want for it to be half of the cast on the inside, half the cast on the outside. Now, maybe not as bad of accommodations, but I mean, what are they really going to do if they're outside? It's summer. It's going to be bad. But I mean, they could put a top on it. They could just put a top on it or something. They could, do some drilling, doing all the stuff they have to do for challenges and things like that. And they could do something and make it more accommodable for people instead of just having them sleep outside. You know what I'm saying? A better version of Janky Week. They can fix it up better than that too. But that's kind of what I want. I want them to be outside half the cast. I want it to be a split game in the game, like Direfest. And I've got a super obvious one, which is a 7-person jury. I think that it clearly just leads to better winners. The winners that probably have more agency usually win with a 7-person jury. And somebody that's going home, what, on like day 40 or something, day 55. I don't know what day it will be for the first jury member on a 9-person jury, but it's super early in the game. Someone that's going home that early obviously shouldn't be voting for the winner. It's just that simple. That's too early in the game. Even a 7-person jury might even be crazy. They maybe should even go down to like a 5-person jury. I'm not gonna lie. A 5-person jury probably would be the best for these games. These are people that was, not just a part of the long haul. These are people that were not in the end game, but extremely close to the end game if they weren't in the end game. You feel me? And even after BB26, I do think they need to make the challenges just a tad bit more balanced. I'm gonna just be honest, because a lot of people think because it was girls winning. Now, I'm not saying everybody, because some people were able to tack on to what it really was. Just because it was girls winning doesn't mean those challenges were balanced enough. And now we could point some of Angela's wins and say they were balanced, but like we always have the old person or the person that isn't super physically capable able to win a couple of challenges. But I just think that it wasn't balanced enough. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but the most athletic people won most of the challenges. If we're gonna be completely honest, Tucker and MJ and Cam were the most athletic people on that cast. And Cam, we can kind of take him out of the conversation because of all of his injuries. So then we go Tucker, MJ, and then Chelsea, to me, seemed more athletic than Quinn. I'm sorry. Quinn obviously is a man, so he has more fast twitch muscle fibers and things like that. But Quinn did also lack fast twitch muscle fibers and things like that. So his athletic background don't really put him over Chelsea to me, obviously. So the most athletic people won most of the challenges, if we're going to be honest. MJ is a great athlete, and she won most of the challenges. Tucker is a great athlete, and he won most of the pre-jury challenges. Chelsea's a solid athlete, and she won most of the HOH. These are all also collegiate athletes. Chelsea likes to downplay her athletic ability, but she played college basketball. Like, what are we doing, yo? Like, at the end of the day, maybe they could be a little bit more balanced. Maybe like some more puzzles or something, more mental games. You know what I'm saying? Cam came in second on hella challenges. So it's not like they weren't endurance-based challenges and stuff like that, even when they were mental games. And I'm not saying like they need to be extremely nerfed. I'm just saying a little bit more because they have been nerfing them a little bit as of recently, but we still did have Bb27, which was literally physical challenge, endurance challenge, mental, physical challenge, endurance challenge, physical challenge, endurance challenge, physical challenge, endurance, mental, physical challenge, endurance. It was like spamming stuff that only athletes are gonna be good at. I'm like, what is going on? You feel me? So we don't need a Bb27. We don't. And we don't even need a Bb24. We just don't. I'm gonna be honest. Monty was spanking them, and Michael was spanking them, and Tucker was spanking them. And earlier in the game, Kyle and Daniel and people, just all the physical, were spanking. They were spanking. And even someone like Taylor is moderately, and she was spanking. You feel me? No, we don't need that. And this is another one I really want. I need multiple janky week. Not in the no. Okay, I can't say that because if I say that, it'll sound like what I was saying earlier. But in the word, no. I need multiple weeks where we have two vetoes. I love two vetoes. I think two vetoes opens up so many more possibilities. So I need multiple weeks with two vetoes. Just saying. That's something I really, really want on this season. And my last request, which is definitely my smallest request, I just want to bring back have not challenges. I think we should have not challenges just to add on another challenge to the week, add on something else interesting to look forward to think about, to judge players off of. Let's just make it funner. And I just don't like after like someone, I don't like the way it's just add extra elements to the game. Why not? That are fun, that are not going to actually affect the game that much. Like, yeah, being a have not sucks. But we have seen people be really good at challenges and do well, still being have nots. We've seen people dominate the social game and strategic game while still being have nots. So I don't think it affects the game that much, but it is just an extra added element to look forward to on a weekly basis. That will be interesting and something that the players have to play along with. I like it. I want that to be it. And it's just that simple. We need to add have not challenges back to the game. Now let's go over the stuff that I do not want on this season. I don't want any returnees. Unless obviously we're doing all returnees. Yeah, okay, cool. But not any returnees. And I also do not want anybody on the cast that knows each other or from the same city. Like, if it's an accident and it happens, that's cool. But I do not want anybody that's gonna just almost certainly know each other and be from the same town. No. And even to add on to that one, I don't want to see any family coming into the game. No, any of that. No, we don't need to see anybody coming in from a different show. I don't need to see Johnny Bananas or Boston Wild on Big Brother right now. No, we can do that later, but not right now. I don't want to see any of those people. Maybe if it's Wes, I'll accept Wes. I'm just, one exception. I'll take Wes. But other than that, I don't want to see anybody walking in. None of that. Nobody coming in late to the game. None of those type of twists. None of that. No. And honestly, I also don't want to see any team twist stuff happening. No one needs to just be aligned with someone because the game is making them aligned or making them together. No, I don't want to see that. We just had that on Bb27, and anyone that watched BB Canada, we know we just had that for a portion of Big Brother Canada season 12. So we don't need to see any team twist forcing people to be allies because I'm saying no. Also, I know they're gonna let America get their hands in the game. Like that's part of Big Brother. No America's favorite player. No, we don't need to affect someone's game that bad or make them OP because of that. And we also certainly do not need any overpowered twist. I don't care what anybody says. Jag being able to be saved was an overpowered twist. I personally think. I think if bro got to go home, bro got to go home. Give me an extra vote or something. Don't give me the full power to reverse his elimination. No, that was lame. That was dumb. And obviously the result made it even dumber. But I didn't even like it when it happened in the first place. And we also need no steamrolls. This is one that I'm hoping and praying on. We can't really control this one. We can't control this one, and no one can. You can cast a good cast. We just might have a steamroll. So no steamroll. Because I actually think last cast was a good cast, and we still had what I would consider. I don't like when the same players die. I want people to be dominating, then get cut, and then be dominating, then get cut, and then be dominating, then get cut. Dominate for a week, get cut. Bro, you thought you had it cut. Like I don't need nobody truly being able to control the season. That's really what I want out of this season. This is like the main thing that I don't want to see. Like without a doubt, this is the main thing. Period, because it just puts a bad like rep on seasons and it kind of makes them distasteful. We don't need anybody being mean in any way that is outside of the game. Now, look, I like old school Big Brother. So if we're gonna be having B words and F words and all that flying around, and you know, some things are okay. But as soon as we start going to, like at people's sexuality and at their race and stuff like that, we don't need any racist players. We don't need any, homophobic players, any of that type of stuff. And the last thing that I am going to request that we do not have on BB27 is no battle backs. I don't care how good that some have been, how iconic that some have been. We need no battle backs. Definitely not 2, definitely not 3, anything like that. We need 0 battle backs. I don't want to see any buybacks, any zombie week, anything like that. No. All right? I don't need none of that. Okay? Only people that are going to be in the game are people that have not been voted out. None of that. And that is the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Push the notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new lit banger. Peace.